Hi folks. Yesterday I did a video showing the use of my radius jig here, and I was cutting a Burl sphere. You obviously can't cut the whole sphere at one time because you've got to hold it by something. Well, I've finished cutting that sphere, and now I am setting up to cut the protrusion off where I had chucked the original blank. Now the original blank was in this chuck, so it had a big foot on it. Matter of fact, it's laying around here someplace. Go get it. This foot had the tenon on it that chucked it into the lathe, but now I cut that off with a coping saw, and I've got to turn the sphere completely round. So I've put it between these UHMW jaws that have an O-ring in them, and the O-ring holds the sphere tightly and also doesn't mar the surface. In order to figure out how my jig is centered, I use a dial indicator, and as you can see, it's on 0 now, and it goes out of frame, but basically it follows the curvature of the sphere, plus or minus a thousandth or so. And so I know that I am centered up this way in relation to the sphere. And that sounds like a very fiddly thing to do, but basically what you do is you loosen up the headstock and apply pressure with the tailstock center, and you can move it just thousandths at a time until you get it started up, get it dialed in. So also these O-ring jaws or centers or whatever you call them, they aren't completely precise, so you've got to fiddle with it a little bit to make sure that you don't have any radial run out, or not too much radial run out. And you can see I've got 2.5 thousandths or 3 thousandths. It's rough because it's a Burl sphere, but also the high point is about where my knot is, so I should be able to cut this knot off without touching the rest of the sphere. So I'm good there. I'm happy with my setup, and I'm going to go put my cutter in, and we'll start again from a little different angle. Okay, we've got our unfinished ball centered up and ready to start turning the knot off of it. So let's put our tool in, kind of get an idea where we're going to be. We don't want to have a big catch right at the beginning. That looks good. And so let's I'm going very slowly now because these friction jaws don't, of course, hold like the mechanical ones do. I'm just being careful because at this point you don't want to dig in. Still got a little ghost of a protrusion there, so we're going to take a little bit more off. Okay, and that's done. Can't see where the where it was chucked, so I think we're good. Thanks for watching.